All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Abby Ryberg, and I'm your student's environmental science teacher. I thought I'd take a minute now after open house has happened and schedule changes have kind of settled to introduce myself and my class. On the screen is kind of what I go through at open house. So if you were there, thanks for coming. It was nice to meet you. And if you weren't able to make it, just stay tuned. I'll try to make it pretty brief and still just give you an idea of what's going to be happening in our classroom. So there's my email address. My name is Abby Ryberg. So the email address is just abby.ryberg@ketteringschools.org. And again, this is environmental science. This class, I absolutely love teaching this class. It is now known, or it can be an elective, or it may be your student's third science credit. So I get a really good mix of the students that are in this class. Some of your students may be taking this for just one semester, or they may be in here for their whole year for a full credit. I am from Kettering, so I'd like to point out I'm a Kettering native. I graduated from Fairmont, and then I left for about 8 years. I went to college. I graduated from Appalachian State University, which is in North Carolina. And then I worked for a few years and decided I do want to teach. So I went back, got my master's to teach, and I've been here at Kettering for 7 years now. Oh, I live in Kettering. I have 3 kids. My 5-year-old twins just started kindergarten at Southdale this week. And then I have a little 1-year-old baby. So overall, I really just like this class. We focus on environmental issues, a lot of things that humans do and how it impacts the environment. I tried to make it as hands-on as possible. So we'll do as many labs as we can. We'll get outside a lot. The first unit here we're about to start is ecology, and we'll build these big 3-tiered ecosystems with an aquatic ecosystem at the bottom and insects in the middle and grown plants at the top. And then our next unit in the fall, once it cools down a little bit, we'll do a forestry unit. So I'll teach them how to use our first field guides together to identify trees in the area. And we will go across the street. There's the church across the street lets us use their property to go over to the forested area, and your student in a group will pick a section of the forest and kind of do a forestry study. So they'll identify all the plants and trees in there and maybe assess the health of it and things like that. So this class is a great place to be and a great class to teach. For the materials, the only thing I beg of them to get is a folder with prongs, and they're 50 cents in the bookstore here. The only thing they'll be responsible of keeping organized is are the notes packets that I will give them. So they're color coded, they're stapled, they're hole punched when I give them to them, and that's all they have to keep. And it helps keep them organized. Also, it helps keep it very clear on what to study for the test. So they should really, per unit, we'll have a unit test and they'll just study one packet of notes. I do accept late work. So if it's within that unit and we haven't tested on it yet, they'll get more credit. So it'll be like 75% credit. If we've tested and we've moved on, I'll still accept it, but it will be half credit. I do allow tests and quiz and test retakes. So I do feel like it's valuable to them to relearn the content and try to improve their grade. So they'll just shoot me an email or ask me in class about retaking a test or a quiz, and we'll just set up a time, usually after school. We all, most of us know the keys to success. I think attendance is huge, and keeping organized. So if those are things that your student struggles with, let me know, and I can help. I can maybe encourage them to making it to school, and I can, go through their papers and try to help keep them organized. We also have other resources available here. We have National Honor Society tutors, and basically I coordinate it for you. So if you think that your student might need a tutor, and this is for any subject, contact the teacher of that class, and then I'll try to get them hooked up. It's a one-on-one tutor situation, and it's typically they set up a time and a location that's convenient for both your student and the tutor. And it's been really great in the past. Your student may also work with Ms. Spicer. So Paula Spicer is an intervention specialist here. She has a classroom and 0 students all day. So her job is to help struggling students complete work, become more organized. She'll pull them maybe during their study hall, their study skills, even during their lunch if necessary. And she'll also be the one to help me on test day. So if your student, I've already been notified of the students that do best testing in smaller groups or having the test read aloud. She is the one that I'll work with to make sure that your student gets the necessary accommodations. And I think that's it. Again, here's my email address, my room number. I'm in East Unit. I'm excited for this year. It feels like a really good start. And I'm excited to kind of get to know your students and to have some good conversations. So please reach out if anything looks funny, if something in PowerSchool isn't quite right, or your student tells you something that just seems weird. I do think in the past year, we've gotten, both of us as parents and teachers, we've gotten good at, just sending a quick email and, getting used to being in touch with each other. So anyways, I am excited for this semester and I'm here for you if you guys need anything.